Hello again, this is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of a new DROD game that I actually made and I'm under obligation to play since about, I don't know, 6 months ago, since what was the last time I did a DROD Let's Play? It was the summer. Things happen, leave me alone. Anyway, what do I have the music on for? Whatever, you'll get over here in a second, I'll change it in a second. After deciding to take a brief vacation to give his sword arm a rest, Beethor finds himself staring at the gates to a tourist attraction he read about in the back of a magazine to which he's almost certainly going to cancel his subscription. Holy hoo-buffins, this is awful! Who does the gardening? And that river smells like burning tar. I don't even see anyone. This was a mistake, but since I'm here, I might as well take a look inside. It can't be that bad, can it? And as it turns out, I actually did compile this hold, as I said earlier, and hold on. That's going to drive me crazy. Music, go away right now. Okay, good. Whew. Music's good in this game, but I don't like it to be playing while I'm playing the game. There we go. Boom, back in action. So yeah, I designed all this stuff. Isn't that neat? If you are haunted by your past, entering this establishment is probably a really bad idea. Admission is also 10 Greckles, which, so anyway. Yeah, I'm not really a very good decorator as it comes, now that I come to think about it, which is kind of funny, all things considered. I'm not going to say why it's funny, but for some of those people who know me, yeah, you can probably figure it out. Not a good decorator. So yeah, I compiled the, do you see the broken master door? That was intentional. This is supposed to be based off of the first room of King Dugan's dungeon, being a history hold. Oh, let me give you the context of this. Gosh, what am I doing? So, DROD History Month. I had this idea for a contest that people should submit a hold that consisted of 4 entries, and each entry should be comprised of either a summary or a way of, I don't know, a puzzle based around the thematic, aesthetic. Beethro is snoring at my explanation. Qualities of the first 4 holds, that is King Dugan's Dungeon, Journey to Rooted Hold, The City Beneath, and Gunther and the Epic Blunder. And so I've kind of built these levels to be kind of thematically look like, I guess, parts of those kinds of levels from the various holds. Like this one, to me feels pretty Journey to Rooted Holdy, but I don't remember why. Probably because of the engine, but no big deal. So yeah, I really actually stayed pretty separate from actually doing the levels until right now, because I said people I would let's play it, so I'm going to kind of go into this blind, which is probably a terrible idea. No, I always think it's a terrible idea to go into anything blind. So yes, anyway, people made entries with 4 rooms, one based off of each of the primary holds, and they submitted them, and I kind of made this hub world. That's all I really did, but now I'm here let's playing it, which, let's see what we got here. 6th level by Blorks. I remember reading on the forums that that was a nightmare and a half. What about this one? Museum of Modern Architecture. He won 1st place. Congrats to him. I have the hiccups. Yeah. So, lots of things to explore here. I'm not really sure. This is obviously Gunthro. Very swampy, that's when that came around. A couple of entries per room, per, I guess, floor in this hub. Most people don't do hubs. There's the shallow water mechanic from Gunthro, which I don't think I've ever... No, I didn't LP that. That's right. Someone else must have by now, surely, right? It's a good game. If you haven't played Gunthro and you like the idea of draw, but you're kind of afraid of how hard it is, you should all play Gunthro. It's a really good puzzle game that doesn't make you wish you were dead all the time. Looking to the Past by Navith Mastero. Which one should I do first? I don't even know. There are all so many options. How do I even get to some of these? Who made this awful, awful hub? It was probably some jerk face. It was Schick. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The Time Capsule by Shendi. Let's get it done. The Time Capsule by Contestant. Wow, probably should have fixed that. Beethor was invited by an unknown person to try his dungeon. As Beethor entered the first room, he felt a sense of reminiscence. The rooms ahead of him looked familiar, yet different from what he'd seen. Welcome, Beethor, to my dungeon, says a mysterious voice. I am 23rd Dungeon Architect, and I build this dungeon as a time capsule to tell the stories of dungeons built in the past. Oh, God. Okay, so this room, for example, would was meant to, by the architect in the contest, Shendi, designed to represent the kinds of levels you would see in the first King Dugan's dungeon. This room has been designed by the researching construction techniques of a certain dungeon in Dugandy. Okay, what do we have here? We got a pretty standard King Dugan's dungeon fare. Oh no. Huh. This is like the trap room where you have to... Oh yeah, I still got it. Oops. Do I still got it? I actually don't. I don't still got it, do I? It's been too long since I played this game. Okay. Classic queen killing. Oh, I really messed this all up. Wow, I am way out of chopping format, to quote a certain... Okay, let's try this again with a little more caution behind my belt. There we go. I don't know what happened there, but I pressed the button too many times. Okay, let's try it back into this corner again. This is the part I'm not so sure about. Wow, did I really just do that? I totally did. Guys, I should probably not be playing this hold. This is like the first time I played in literally 6 months in terms of actually playing the game. I've been busy, alright? I've been doing things for Mike Reimer, the president of Caravel. God, what is wrong with me? He's asked me to... Well, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm working on some things, alright? Some things that no one's supposed to know about. Wow, what? Okay, so this is really awful of me. I just need to get into the swing of things. I have this worked out in my brain, and I kind of half got it like 3 times before, but now things are happening. Yeah, I need to stop doing this. Okay, so let's just be careful now. There we go. Much better. Now if I can just not mess this up and back into this corner again, I can actually probably take advantage of the brain roach thingy going on. Hopefully I can... There we go. And now don't step on the roaches. Right. Forced arrow queens in the edge of the level. Not very nice at all. Okay. So now I moved on to the second room. This was a pretty common theme that I saw, was the sort of like compartmentalized room puzzles. That wasn't really a puzzle, that was just, let's see how quickly we can show Pearls that he's a complete buffoon. Good job, guys, because it totally worked, by the way. Alright, now we gotta trap this Wraithwing on a corner tile somehow, which isn't going to work super easy now that I think about it. The fact that they're still brained is kind of... Yeah, brained Wraithwings is not my idea of the most amazing, delicious experience of my life. So maybe I need to really get them into a position that's exploitable. No, I need to like somehow manage to get this one that's above me to a corner. This looks like I can use it. Boom, there we go. Okay, brained Wraithwings. I'm pretty sure that is probably the most complex algorithm in the entire universe, is how brain Wraithwings work. No one knows. I won't even begin to try to even estimate. There's a forum post on it somewhere. I don't care. I'm not doing it. Okay, so we got eyeballs. I can do eyeballs. Oh dear. So I've walked into the room. Okay, just keep things going one step at a time. This shouldn't be too bad. This is pretty classic King Dugan's dungeon fare. Just hordes of monsters were kind of a thing. It's since become a pretty well-established puzzle game, but now it's just... I really messed that up. Dang it! Really messed it up again. Slower. Patience. I'm always really bad with the whole patience problem. And I'm failing miserably. So let's just... It's a little better. Alright, as long as I don't move too quickly, I should be fine. By the way, this is a secret that Caravel's probably going to sue me for my non-disclosure agreement that I never signed. Oh god. Infinite undo is probably definitely most likely a thing, oh jeez, in the second sky, and I'm really wishing I had it right now. Because that's, God, going to make things a lot better, at least in my opinion. Limited undo is actually a really interesting question that I haven't really decided how I feel about. Because if you allow a player at limited undo, they'll just try whatever they want. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, because it's probably like will decrease on some frustration levels, but I kind of argued that players learn to become clever, or like reliably clever. I don't know what that means, reliably clever. They learn the ways of like pondering by not undoing stuff. They think about what their actions actually mean. At least that was my original criticism. It was kind of a made-up criticism because I didn't really believe that. I just kind of was like saying, well, maybe this is why some of us are good and other people are not good. Or why this is such a niche game is because the lack of undos. We hit one, and that's usually enough for me to make that work. I have really completed only one room in 11 minutes, but I've kind of talked for a while, which is what I tend to do. And goblins in the last room here, but yeah, unlimited undo. I'm actually pretty okay. Oh, they're brain goblins, though. Hold on. This might be an issue. Okay. It's kind of neat. I always never understand how brained anything works, especially when, at least when they're not roaches. Queens I kind of get. I think I'm still pretty screwed in this particular circumstance. Okay. Might need to try this all again. Oh dear. Okay, why are they... Okay, this is... yeah, see, like, for instance, I'd expect this goblin to just travel around and try to get to me, but the way goblins decide what moves are good is, yeah, kind of ridiculous most of the time. So, alright, so there. Solve the first room. Huh. Wow, Pearls, you suck. You're wow. I'm just way out of form. Anyway, there are too many roach queens here. This is the second room. There's a fuse that can destroy the whole thing, but it's out of reach, let me tell you. My only hope, really, honestly, is to escape to the exit northwest. But health needs to open the door for me. Oh, this is such classic Journey. Sure thing, Unc. Going. So yep, I'm going to stop the video here. This has been a long time coming, and I'm going to regret every second of this. I just know it, but I need to get it done. This has been DROD History Month. This has been your host, Pearls. Hopefully I stop sucking massively on my next video. That's not going to happen. It's just going to continue to be awful. And you're all going to shake your heads at me. I got to get back into the swing of actually playing DROD and talking at the same time. It's actually harder than it sounds, at least for me. So I will see you all next time. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I will try to keep them coming more regularly than once every half a year or so. And yeah, until then, bye-bye.